Really, what I want to talk about is partnerships, relationships, networking within communities, within your community. Our library has always been an integral part of the community information structure. Many years ago, we had a mayor who organized a summit in San Angelo to talk about access, broadband access, and this was many, many years ago. And when I saw these discussions going on, I began attending the meetings. And since that time, within a year or so, I ended up running the meetings, which was not my intent at the time. But in doing so, that led to the application for TIF funds a few years ago, which y'all may remember. We applied for TIF funds at many levels. We received a community network grant. Through this group, then we reached out into the community, placed machines throughout the community in senior centers, recreation centers, housing developments throughout the community, anywhere we could find where the public was that did not have access. That opened up many, many relationships within the community. We began working more closely with nonprofits, throughout the community. We ended up working with the United Way in helping them to find and develop some communication software that they ultimately purchased. So in that, we began meeting with all of their United Way agencies. Tom Green County has a service population of about 108,000. We have always been highly supported. The library has always been highly supported by the community. We're presently in the process of building a new central library. We have, it's a $17.5 million project, which we've raised $16.5 million completely privately for this. So we know our community supports us, and I think it is because of the relationships that we've been able to develop throughout. What I want to recommend to you when you're looking at broadband access is to consider your funding agency as a partner. So whether it's your city or county, the model I use is with the county. Our county is a partner with us. You try to develop a win-win situation so that there's something on both sides that will gain from this. And what we have found, we recently, about 2 years ago, moved from a dual T1 connection to a DS3 connection. For those of you who aren't familiar with that, that's equivalent to about 28 T1s. The cost on that, when we priced it, was pretty high. But we had been using E-rate funds for a number of years, and we applied to E-rate, received funds for the DS3, monitored our usage. The library uses about 80% of the bandwidth in Tom Green County, for Tom Green County government. So in our application for E-rate, we take 80% of this DS3 is the library's usage. We then got an 80% discount on it. When you look at it that way, that brings the cost way down. So the cost for the entire county, in that our county government then, has been lowered dramatically, and we're getting the access that we need within the library. If you're wondering how the library could use 80%, in the library, we have no limits on what people can do on the internet. They download video, music, and whatever. County government, you put limits on people, on your employees and what they can do. They're not there to be doing those heavy downloads during the day. Now, it's worked out as a win-win situation for us. The E-rate, consider it as a partner in this sense. It adds to the sustainability when you can go to your city or county government and say, let's partner together. I can bring this to the table. I can bring this discount to the table. That opens eyes. and they become real interested at that point in time. So I've been real surprised at the lack of libraries that use E-rate in the state, and I really recommend that you look at that and think of that as a partner for a partnership with your local government.